So the bird feeder is empty. Too far away. I did see 2 juvenile raccoons on the front balcony. They climbed up the whole floor posts to get to it last night. They knocked over a table, plant stand, and I shone a light on them and they came forward. They were so curious about me. And then the second one even came forward. So lots of stickiness on the floor. I think that might be a bear paw print. You see that? I thought they were tiny. Well, we could still have had raccoons visiting as well, I suppose. I don't see any evidence. Sometimes I see paw prints of the bear when they walk through the property. And they walk through most every day. Okay, let's check. These look fine. That one I put up really high. I think it would have been out of the reach of a juvenile bear. And certainly the raccoons couldn't jump that far. I have seen videos where squirrels could jump an obscene distance, but it was more or less a lateral distance rather than... So we had lots of rain last night, about an inch. And you see how it made the blossoms so heavy that they have fallen over? And in most cases they've broken, which means I'm going to have to come out and deadhead. See, here's an example. Let's see if we can find that. Yeah, there's some examples of it being, so they'll have an event that's 5-6 days, and I'd like things to be pretty. Uh-oh, look at that. So we're passing by my gardenia. We had lots of blossoms this spring. Okay. So this is bought this baker's rack out here this year, and I put all my herbs that for my herb garden. Wanted it close to the kitchen. And look what came off the top shelf, my basil. So, looks like the plant might be all right. Oh, it broke the pot. I'll have to get a new one. It's not going to hold up. All right. You see all the coleus? They've done beautifully with the extra water. I watered them yesterday. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And you'll notice we don't have many truly flowering things in the garden because it is a shade garden. Just walked through a spider. The coleus give a lot of color and they do well in both shade and sun. Most of them anyway. So, begonias do all right, impatiens do pretty good, and New Guinea impatiens like a little bit more sun. Okay, just point of interest, I did see 2 juvenile raccoons on the back balcony last night. I don't have a camera that would capture them at night. They were so curious about me, and they came back twice because I heard them knock over the plant stand at 10-ish, and then at midnight they came back. I could hear them bashing around. I don't know why they have to bash into things. You'd think they'd have good night vision. I'm not aware of what time of the night things happened on the veranda with I think I have fallen in love with geraniums again. You know, they're very water tolerant. I do have plastic bags with holes punched in the inside of these hanging baskets, because you know, with the coconut liners, it gets too much air to the roots and they dry out really fast, especially in the heat. That slows down the evaporation a little bit. But what happens with geraniums is, if I don't get them watered and they get dry for a couple of days, they'll start sacrificing their oldest leaves, the ones that are at the bottom of the stem, so that the new growth can continue to grow. It's interesting. And they don't wilt. If they wilted, they really are badly compromised. Have a good morning.